Okay, dear students, next I am going to solve the problems on motion under gravity, or it is also called vertical motion. Motion under gravity, it can be divided into two types: vertical motion and downward motion. Vertical motion and downward motion. Next I am going to solve the problems on this concept, and some problems are there on the concept of uniformly accelerated and non-uniformly accelerated motions from question number 41 to question number 62. Try to solve yourself, and after the completion of this topic I will send the solutions for all that questions. Now I am going to start the problems on this concept, that is motion under gravity. Before going to solve the questions on that topic, once again I revise the brief synopsis on this concept, that is acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration of a freely falling body due to gravitational attraction, it is called acceleration due to gravity, and the denoted by g, numerically equal to the gravitational force acting on unit mass. Its value is 9.8 meter per second square, and it is positive if the motion is vertically upwards. It is very important concept. Remember this point. If g equal to positive or a equal to plus g, when the direction of motion is vertically upwards. Direction of motion is vertically upwards. And if g is equal to, if g equal to negative, if g equal to negative, then a equal to minus g, when the motion is vertically downward. The vertically downward, this is vertically upward. When the motion is vertically upward, we use a equal to plus g. Sorry, when the motion is vertically downward, a equal to plus g. When the motion is vertically upward, a equal to minus g. Remember this point. When the body moves vertically upwards, a equal to minus g, because the force and displacement both are opposite to each other. But when body moves vertically downwards, force and displacement both are moving in the same direction. That's why it's taken as a positive. Remember this point. And the body is projected vertically downwards and a freely falling body. Now we will see some different formulas on the basis of this concept. When the body is projected vertically downwards, a freely falling body, and this body is dropped freely, then V naught is equal to u. V naught equal to u means it is the initial velocity. Suppose if you consider this is a freely falling body, initially the velocity of the body is 0. It can be written as V naught. V naught means it is the initial velocity, and a equal to g, freely falling body downwards. When the body moves downwards, a equal to g, and s equal to h. S equal to h. When the body is dropped freely, then V naught is equal to u means that is initial velocity u equal to 0. Suppose the body is situated at this point A. The body is dropped from this point A and it reaches the point B at a height h. Here a equal to g and s equal to h. Body is dropped freely. Then v equal to g into t. V equal to g into t means the velocity of the body is directly proportional to time. Directly proportional to time. And then for s equal to ut plus half at square, we know the formula s equal to ut plus half at square. But u value becomes 0 because the body is initially at rest, and s equal to h equal to 0 plus 1 by 2, a equal to g into t square. So we can write this equation h equal to 1 divided by 2 into gt square, or h is directly proportional to square of its time, or t is equal to, here from using this formula, t is equal to root of 2h divided by g, or t is directly proportional to h height, root of its height, and v square is equal to 2gh, because you know the formula, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Yeah, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. The body is initially at rest 0, v square is equal to 0 plus 2, a equal to g, s equal to h, v square is equal to 2gh, v equal to root of 2gh, or the velocity is directly proportional to root of its height. These are the formulas used when the body is projected vertically downwards and freely falling body. And for the nth position here, Sn is equal to, we know the formula, Sn is equal to a divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. Here instead of Sn we use Hn. When the body moves vertically downward, Hn is equal to g divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. The height is directly proportional to 2n minus 1. And then the acceleration due to gravity, it is same for all the bodies in vacuum. It is also the very important point. The acceleration acting on the any body, it is same for all bodies in vacuum. Without any air resistance, the body is moves, or the acceleration due to gravity acting on the body in case of vacuum. ಗಾಳಿ ಇರಲಾರ್ದಂಥ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿರ್ವಾತ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ 1 kg, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ 100 kg ಇಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಎರಡೂ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸೇಮ್. ಹೌದಾ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ನಮಗಲ್ಲಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅರ್ತಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, acceleration due to gravity, it is same for all bodies in vacuum. All bodies in vacuum. And then when the body is projected vertically downward, body is projected vertically downward, a equal to g and s equal to h, therefore v is equal to u plus at ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ equation ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, v equal to u plus gt. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾವನ್ನು ರಿಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. when the body is s equal to ut plus half at square, instead of s ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, h. ಹೌದಾ, a ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ g, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2as ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲದನ್ನೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2gh. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಚ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಜಿ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವಾಗಿದು, ವೆನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್. ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್ ಎನ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಜಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಇಂಟು 2n minus 1. And when the body is projected vertically up, exactly opposite to the vertically downwards, the acceleration a equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, minus g and v equal to u plus at ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ನಮಗೆ, v is equal to u plus a into t ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ a equal to ಏನಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, u a equal to minus g into t. ಇಷ್ಟ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಟಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಫ್ ಎ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಎಸ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎಚ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2as ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಜಿ ಎಚ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಜಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಎಸ್ ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಜಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಮೈನಸ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು, when the body moves vertically upwards, the force acting on the body is downward, but the displacement of the body is upward. Force and displacement both are in opposite direction, right? But ವಾಪಸ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ both are in the same direction. That's why use a is equal to plus g. Upward, vertically up ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ a equal to ಏನಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ನಾವು minus g. The body moves against the gravity. The body moves against the gravity. Gravity means the force experience on the body due to the surface of the earth, that is called gravity, right? These are the important formulas to solve the problems on the base of motion under gravity. And angle between the velocity vector and acceleration vector is 180 degree until the body reaches the highest point. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಾನು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 180 degree. At the highest point the velocity of the body is 0. At the highest point the velocity of the body is 0. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ 0 ಬಟ್ ದ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. At this point final velocity of the body is 0. Angle between velocity vector and acceleration vector ಎರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, 180 degree. Angle between velocity vector and acceleration vector is 180 degree until the body reaches the highest point. And at maximum height v equal to 0 and a is equal to g. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಅಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಎಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2g. ಎಚ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನು, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ವಿ ನೋ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಪಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಪಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2as ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ತಗೋತೀವಿ 2gh. ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 2gh ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, 0. ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ 0 ಆದಾಗ ಎಚ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2g. ಹೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ mass of the body. It does not dependent on the mass of the body. And h1 by h2 is equal to u1 divided by u2 square whole square. The height is directly proportional to square of its initial velocity. These formulas are used to solve the problems on the basis of motion under gravity. And TA and TD. TA and TD means it is the time of ascent and time of descent ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. half of its value. Remember this point also, time of ascent plus time of descent. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ velocity divided by z. And time of descent, this is also ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಂಟ್. ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕರಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ. ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್. This is called time of flight. Time of flight means time taken by the body to reach the initial position. And the body is thrown upwards and it takes the certain time to reach the initial point. That is called T is equal to TA plus TD. Therefore, T is equal to TA plus TD is equal to U divided by Z plus U divided by Z. And T is equal to 2U divided by Z. T is equal to 2U divided by Z, or the time of flight is directly proportional to the initial velocity. Okay, and in the absence of that resistance, the time of ascent and time of descent are equal. In the absence of air resistance means in case of vacuum tube, ಗಾಳಿ ಇರಲಾರಂಥ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಂಟ್, ಒಂದು ಬಾಲು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ air resistance, a time of ascent and a time of descent are equal. And then the body is projected vertically up from a tower. ಒಂದು ಟವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಟವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಟ್ h with a velocity u, or a body dropped from the rising balloon, or a body dropped from an helicopter rising up vertically with a constant velocity, it reaches the ground exactly below the point of projection after a time. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದಿರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಈಗ, ಹೌದಾ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲೋ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಿ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಟವರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಟಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ 80 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. and time taken by the body to reach the ground, that is T equal to root of u square plus 2gh divided by z. Just I discuss the formulas, the final equations of the kinematic derivations. The velocity of the body at the foot of the tower, that is v equal to root of u square plus 2gh. To find that value, we use this diagram. Okay, and the velocity of the body after t second, that is v equal to u minus gt. After t second a equal to minus g, we get v equal to u minus gt. v equal to u minus gt. Okay, now from using this all these formulas, I am going to solve the problems from question number 64 to question number 94. Okay, the first problem on the basis of the motion under gravity, that is question number 33. ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 64 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 64, ಬಟ್ ದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? 2 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಜ್, one of mass 2 kg and another of mass 4 kg. 2 spheres of same size, ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅದಾವ. This is the mass m1 and this is the mass m2, the body of mass m1. Suppose if you consider these are the 2 spheres of same size a and b, one of mass 2 kg, m1 is equal to 2 kg and another of mass 4 kg, m2 equal to 4 kg, are dropped simultaneously. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ? ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್. ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್ ಈಸ್ 72 meter. Height of the Qutub Minar is 72 meter. When they are 1 meter above the ground, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. This is the Qutub Minar. 2 spheres of same size, one of mass 2 kg and another of mass 4 kg, are dropped simultaneously from the top of this Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎರಡು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ when they are 1 meter above the ground, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ 71 ಮೀಟರ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹೈಟ್ 72 ಮೀಟರ್. ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? h equal to 1 meter. h equal to 1 meter. When they are 1 meter above the ground, the two spheres have same. ಎರಡು ಸ್ಪಿಯರು ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತವು? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಪೀಡ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್. ಎರಡು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? a equal to plus d, that is acceleration due to gravity. ಎರಡು when they are 1 meter above the ground, the two spheres have the same acceleration. Option D is the right answer. Both spheres are falling under gravity, so that their acceleration will be same as acceleration due to gravity. For this question, option D is the right answer. And the next problem is an iron ball and a wooden ball of the same radius. An iron ball and wooden ball of the same radius. ಒಂದು ಐರನ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವುಡನ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. Here remember these 2 points. Iron ball and wooden ball of the same radius are released from the same height in vacuum. They take the same time to reach the ground. The reason for this: ಐರನ್ ಬಾಲು ಮತ್ತು ವುಡನ್ ಬಾಲು ಎರಡದು ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಹೈಟಿಂದ ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ರೀಚ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಬಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹತ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಹತ್ತಿದ ಬಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಮೊದಲು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ 1 kg ಇದಾವ ಅಂತ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. 1 kg ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಐತಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ 1 kg ಏನೈತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? ಹತ್ತಿ, ಕಾಟನ್ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಒಂದು 1 kg ಸ್ಟೋನು, 1 kg ಕಾಟನ್, ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಮೊದಲು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಎಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋತ್. 1 kg stone, 1 kg cotton. The mass is same for both the values. The iron ball and wooden ball of the same radius are released from the same height in vacuum. In case of vacuum, the acceleration due to gravity does not depends on the mass. acceleration due to gravity does not depends on the mass. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. acceleration due to gravity in vacuum is same as the irrespective of size and mass of the body. Yes, option A is the right answer. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ನೀವು ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಫೆದರ್ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಪುಕ್ಕವನ್ನು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ acceleration experience on the both the bodies are same, but due to opposition of air the stone is come before the feather. Right? Option A is the right answer. And the next question is, a stone released with zero velocity, initial velocity u equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲಿ 0. Stone released with zero velocity from the top of a tower. Stone released with the zero velocity from the top of a tower and it reaches the ground in 4 seconds. ಯಾವಾಗ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತದು 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ. ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟವರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳೇನದಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ u equal to 0 and then time t is equal to 4 seconds, g equal to 10 meter per second square and the height of the tower value ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ. h equal to height of the tower, that is s equal to h equal to ut plus half at square. A stone is released ಅಂತ ಯಾರು released ಅಂದಾಗ body is moves vertically downwards, that's why we use s equal to ut plus 1 by 2 g into t square. h is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 g into t square and therefore h is equal to u into g is 0 plus 1 by 2 into g value is 10 into time t is 4 whole square. Therefore h is equal to 1 by 2 into 10 into 4 square value is 16. 10 into 1 by 2 is 5. 16 into 5 is 80. Therefore h is equal to 80 meter. 16 into 10 is 160. 160 into 1 by 2 is 80 meter, or 1 by 2 into 10 is 5. 5 into 16 is 80 meter. Therefore option C is the right answer for this question. And the next problem is, a body thrown with an initial speed of 96 feet per second. Body thrown with an initial speed of 96 feet per second and will reach the ground after g equal to 32 feet per second. 32 feet per second. It is very simple concept. Body thrown with an initial speed of, initial speed ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ, u equal to, that is 96 feet per second, will reach the ground after, ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡನ್ನು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೈಮ್ t equal to ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ g equal to ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, 32 feet per second square. 32 feet per second square, u equal to 96 feet per second. This is the velocity and this is the acceleration. We know the formula. Time of flight t is equal to 2u divided by z. ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್. ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್. ಎರಡೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ. ಹೌದಾ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2u divided by z and t is equal to 2 into u equal to 96 divided by z equal to 32. Therefore t is equal to 96 into 2 divided by 32. We get the answer is 6 second. Answer is 6 second. Option B is the right answer. Then the question number 68. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 40 meter per second. Then the velocity of the ball after 2 seconds will be. the velocity of the ball after 2 seconds. The given values are ball is thrown vertically upwards with the velocity of u equal to 40 meter per second. And then velocity of the ball after the 2 seconds will be vertically upwards ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Then a equal to minus g, that is minus 10 meter per second square. Time t is equal to 2 seconds. Time t is equal to 2 seconds. The velocity of the ball after 2 seconds, that is v is equal to u plus at, and v is equal to initial velocity is 40 plus into minus a equal to minus ideli minus g value is 10 into t value is 2 after 2 seconds, that is v equal to 40 minus 10 into 2 is 20. 40 minus 20 is 20 meter per second. v equal to 20 meter per second. Option B is the right answer. v equal to 20 meter per second. And the next problem is a bullet is fired with the speed of with the speed of 1000 meter per second in order to penetrate a target situated at 100 meter away if g equal to 10 meter per second square. Bullet will take here fired with the speed of 1000 meter per second in order to penetrate target situated at 100 meter. We know the formula v is equal to x divided by t. From using the formula, t is equal to x divided by v. Now from using this formula, I can write the bullet will take, that is time t is equal to x is the 100 meters time, that is or distance 100 meter position divided by speed is 1000. Speed is 1000. Therefore we get the answer 100 divided by, therefore 2 and 2 0 cancel, 1 divided by 10 is 0.1 second to reach target. 0.1 second to reach the target. During this speed, vertical distance vertically downward distance traveled by the bullet is, when the body is moved vertically downwards, that is h is equal to, initial velocity is 0, therefore I can directly write h is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square, and then h is equal to 1 by 2 into g equal to 10 into time t is, that is 0.1 whole square, therefore 5 into 0.1 whole square, 5 into 0.1 whole square, we get the answer h equal to 5 centimeter. h equal to 5 centimeter. So the gun should be aimed 5 centimeter above the target. Option B is the right answer. And a stone falls from a balloon that is descending at a uniform rate of 12 meter per second. The displacement of the stone from the point of release after 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the stone falls from a balloon that is descending at a uniform rate of u equal to 12 meter per second. The displacement of the stone from the point of release after 10 seconds. The acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ value ಅನ್ನು, and the time t equal to ಏನಾಯಿತು 10 second. From using this formula, s equal to ut plus half g into t square. Initial velocity is 12. Time t equal to 10 second plus 1 by 2 into 9.8 into time t is 10 square. 12 into 10 is 120 plus 1 by 2 into 9.8 into 10 into 10 is 100. 100 into 9.8, that is 980 divided by 2 is 120 plus 490. 120 plus 490, 400 plus 100 is 500, 590 plus 20 is 610 meter. S is equal to 610 meter. That is the displacement of the stone from the point of release after 10 seconds. The option 3 is the right answer. S equal to 610 meter. And then the next problem is a boy standing at the top of a tower of a boy standing at the top of a tower of 20-meter height. A boy standing at the top of a tower of 20-meter height drops a stone assuming g equal to 10 meter per second square. The velocity with which it hits the ground. It hits the ground. Here, the boy standing at the top of a tower, top of the tower of 20 meter height, h is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು the value 20 meter, and it drops a stone. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ u equal to ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 0. ಅಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ g equal to 10 meter per second square. The velocity with which it hits the ground ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ we have the formula. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು, v square is equal to u square plus 2gh, or v is equal to root of initial velocity u equal to 0 ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ v equal to ಏನಾಯಿತು 2 into g into h. Now substitute the values. 2 into g value is 10, height value is 20. Therefore v is equal to root of 20 into 10 is 200, 200 into 2 is 400, root of 400 is 20. V is equal to 20 meter per second. Option B is the right answer. And the next question is, a stone falls freely. A stone falls freely under gravity. It covers distances h1, h2 and h3 in the first 5 seconds. The next 5 seconds and the next 5 seconds respectively. A stone falls freely under gravity. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಫ್ರೀಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಕವರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್ h1, h2, h3 in the first 5 seconds. t1 is equal to 5 seconds, and in the next 5 seconds and in the next 5 seconds the relation between h1, h2 and h3 is. Here the stone falls freely under gravity means it have initial velocity is 0. Therefore h is equal to ut plus half at square. Instead of at square I use 1 by 2 g into t square. U equal to 0 ಇದೆ, h equal to 1 by 2 g into t square, and then h1 is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1 by 2 g into 5 square, 1 by 2 g into 5 square, and therefore h1 equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into g equal to value ಎಷ್ಟು imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 10 ಅಂತ ತಗೋಣ. g equal to 10 into 5 square. 5 square value is 25. 25 into 10 is 250. 250 into 1 by 2 is 250 into 1 by 2, that is 125. Right. And then after 5 seconds, that is h1 plus h2. h1 plus h2 is 1 by 2 into g into 10 square. g into 10 square means that is 10. 10 into 10 square. 100 into 10 is 1000. 1000 into 1 by 2 is, that is 500 meter. Therefore h2 is equal to 500 minus 125. 500 minus 125, that is 375. And the third point is h1 plus h2 plus h3 is equal to 1 by 2 into g value is 10 into after 5 seconds means that is 15. 15 into 15 into 10 into 1 by 2, that is 1125. Therefore h3 is equal to 1125 minus 500, we get the answer 625. Therefore h2 is equal to 3 times of h1. 125 plus 125 plus 125 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಸರು 375. h2 is equal to 3 times of h1, and h3 is equal to h3 is equal to 5 times of h1. 125 into 5 is 625. h3 equal to 5 times of h1, or here h1 is equal to h2 divided by 3 or h3 divided by 5. h3 divided by 5. h2 is equal to 3h1 or h3 is equal to 3h2 divided by 2. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Sorry, option A is the right answer. h1 is equal to h2 divided by 3 and h3 divided by 5. Option A is the right answer. Make it correction. Option A is the right answer. And the next question is, that is question number 73. Three different objects of masses m1, m2 and m3 are allowed to fall from rest from the same point. ಮೂರು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದಾವು, ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ 3 ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಪಾತ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇನು, ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ 3 ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ರೀಚಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ will be in the ratio of the speed of the object falling freely due to gravity. It depends only on its height, not on its mass. Since the path are frictionless and all the objects fall through the same height, therefore their speeds on reaching the ground will be in the ratio of 1:1:1. Option C is the right answer, because the speed of an object falling freely due to gravity, it depends only on its height and not on its mass. Option C is the right for this question. And the question number 74. The question number 74. The effective acceleration of a body. The effective acceleration of a body when thrown upwards with acceleration A will be the effective acceleration. The effective acceleration or the net acceleration of a body. The net acceleration of a body when thrown upwards. Net acceleration of a body when thrown upwards is equal to acceleration of a body minus acceleration due to gravity. Net acceleration A is equal to A minus G. That is option C is the right answer. And the next problem is, a ball released from a height. That is 5 meter in 1 second. Height h equal to 5 meter, t equal to 1 second. In a 4th second, it falls through. We know the formula, s equal to ut plus half g into t square. Here u is the initial velocity and a is the acceleration. For that initial velocity u equal to 0 and a equal to 0, we take the distance traveled in the 4th second is, that is s equal to 1/2 into g equal to 10 into t square at the 4th second, that is 4 square. Therefore s equal to 5 into 16. Again we get the same answer, s equal to 80 meter. S equal to 80 meter. Option D is the right answer. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 76 ಆನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್, ಎ ಬಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಹೈಟ್. Ball is released from a height, falls 5 meter in 1 second. In 4 seconds, it falls through. A ball released from a height. Suppose if I consider this is the surface of the earth and this is the tower. The height of this tower is 5 meter. The height of this tower is 5 meter. Ball is released from this height, falls from 5 meter in 1 second. 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತದು? 5 ಮೀಟರ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ 5 ಮೀಟರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ 4th ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ. ಸಪೋಸ್ 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದ ಗಿವನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಎಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 5 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. We know the formula S equal to ut plus half at square. Here u is the initial velocity. U is the initial velocity and a is the acceleration. U is the initial velocity and a is the acceleration. In this case u equal to 0 and the ball is released from the height. It means the ball is moves vertically downwards. Therefore a equal to g plus g. A equal to plus g. So that distance traveled in a fourth second. Distance traveled in fourth second is that is s equal to u equal to 0. This total term becomes 0 plus 1 by 2 into a equal to g, that is 10 into t square value 4 whole square. 4 into 4 is 16. S equal to 1 by 2 into 10 into 4 square is 16. 16 into 10 is 160. 160 into 1 by 2 is, that is 80. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. And the next question is the velocity time graph. The velocity and time graph for the vertical component of the velocity of a body thrown upwards from the ground and landing on the roof of a building is given in this figure. The height of the building is. This is the velocity and time graph. It gives the velocity varies with respect to time and the vertical component of the velocity of the body thrown upwards from the ground and landing on the roof of this building. The height of the building is. Height of the building value now calculate more. Height of the building, that is the height of the building. Height of the building is equal to algebraic. Height of the building is equal to algebraic sum of area under. Algebraic sum of area under velocity and time graph. Height is equal to algebraic sum of area under velocity and time graph. And height h is equal to algebraic sum of area under the velocity and a time graph. The area under this velocity and time graph is, this is the first triangle and this is the another triangle here. This is the second triangle. The area of first triangle and the area of second triangle. This is the negative axis and this is the positive axis. Therefore, I can write 1 by 2 into base for the first triangle is. Base for the first triangle, that is 3 minus 0. This is 3 minus 0 into height 30 minus 0. 30 minus 0 minus algebraic sum of area. This is negative. That's why I write minus here. 1 by 2 into base value, that is 4 minus 3 is 4 minus 3 base, and height for this, that is 10. Minus 10 ಇದೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ. ಓಕೆ, height h is equal to 1 by 2 into 3 minus 0 is 3 into 30 minus 0 is 30 minus 1 by 2 into 4 minus 3 is 1 into 10. Therefore, height h is equal to 30 into 3 is 90. 90 into 1 by 2 is 45. 45 minus 1 by 2 into 1 is 1 divided by 2 into 1 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into is 10. 5. 45 minus 5 is 40. The height is 40 meter. Option B is the right answer. The height of the building is 40 meter. The option B is the right answer for this question. Okay. And the next question is the two bodies of masses M1 and M2. Two bodies of masses M1 and M2 fall from the same height. Consider these are the two bodies. This is the body M1 and this is the body M2. And these two bodies of masses M1 and M2 falls from the same height H1 and H2 respectively. The ratio of their velocities. The ratio of their velocities when they hit the ground. The ratio of the velocities when they hit the ground. The ratio of the velocity, suppose if I consider the velocity v1 and this is the velocity v2, final velocity. Initially it's having the velocity u1 and u2, and the ratio of velocities when they hit the ground. When they hit the ground. Here, when a body falls through the height h, it acquires the certain velocity. It acquires the certain velocity. We know that the formula p square is equal to u square plus 2as. In this condition, initially the body is at rest, and a equal to these two bodies of masses m1 and m2 are moves vertically downward. That's why we write a equal to g. Therefore, we get p square is equal to 2g. P square is equal to 2g into h. Because u equal to 0 and a equal to g, we get the answer v square is equal to 2gh, or p is equal to root of 2gh. p is equal to root of 2gh. Here the velocity is directly proportional to root of its height. The ratio of their velocities and they hit the ground, that is v1 divided by v2 is equal to root of h1 divided by h2. Option B is the right answer. And then the question number 78. A ball dropped from a point A. A ball is dropped from the point A and falls down vertically to C. Here, ball dropped from the point A. This is the point A. The ball is dropped from the point A and falls down vertically to point C. This is the point C. Through the midpoint. This is the midpoint B. And the descending time from A to B. The descending time from A to B. This is A to B. And from A to C. Or in the ratio. ಎರಡರದ್ದು value ratio ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Here, for A to B, ball is dropped from a point. Dropped from the point ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ 0. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನಿದೆ s equal to ut plus half at square. U equal to 0, then we get 1 by 2. A equal to g into t square. This is for A to B. And for A to C. This is the B is the midpoint. The distance covered by the body from A to B is, that is s, and A to C is, that is 2s. A to C is 2s is equal to 1 by 2 g into t dash whole square. Equation number 2. Dividing equation 1 by 2. Dividing equation 1 by 2, we get ratio value one calculate ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. Dividing equation 1 by 2, that is s divided by 2s is equal to 1 by 2 into gt square divided by 1 by 2 into g into t dash whole square. We get the answer from using this value. The option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Or here 1 divided by 2 is equal to t square divided by t dash whole square. Or it is equal to 1 by t equal to t divided by t dash whole square. Or t divided by t dash is equal to 1 by root 2. Option D is the right answer. Now we will move to the next question. That is question number 79. The question number 79. Free fall of an object. Is a case of motion with. Free fall of an object in vacuum is a case of motion with. When the body is fall in vacuum tube, it is moves with the uniform acceleration, because there is no opposition of air, there is no opposition air resistance. That's why the body, it moves with equal velocities in equal intervals of time, then it is called uniform acceleration. Option B is the right answer for this question. And then the question number 81, the question number 81, what will be the ratio of the distance, what will be the ratio of the distance moved by freely falling body from rest in 4th and 5th seconds of journey? What will be the ratio of the distance moved by a freely falling body from rest? From rest means initial velocity u equal to 0. In 4th and 5th second, we know the value of the body moving in the nth second. That is, we know that the formula s nth second is equal to u plus a divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. Sn is equal to u plus a divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. In the 4th second, it is in the 4th second. Here, the distance moved by the body in the 4th second divided by 5th second, distance moved by the body in the 5th second. Here, the initial velocity for this 4th second value, initial velocity value is 0. A equal to distance moved by a freely falling body means that is moved downwards. G divided by 2 into n means second. Just a second delay, 4th second into minus 1. Divided by here also the initial velocity is 0, g divided by 2 into n, that is 5th second. Here it is in this form, Sn minus 1. Here the distance moved by a freely falling body from rest in 4th second and 5th second, the ratio is 4th second and 5th second. Here the g by 2 cancel. 2 into 4 is 8, that is 8 minus 1 divided by 2 into 5 is 10, 10 minus 1, and the ratio value becomes 8 minus 1 is 7, 10 minus 1 is 9, 7 divided by 9. The correct answer is option B, 7:9. Option B is the right answer. And then the question number 82. Question number 82. Two bodies of different masses. Two bodies of different masses, MA and MB. Two bodies of different masses, MA and MB, are dropped from two different heights. Dropped from two different heights, A and B. The ratio of the time taken by the two to cover these distance. To cover this distance, again we know that the formula s equal to ut plus half at square, but for downward motion we can write that equation s equal to half gt square. Initial velocity is 0, s equal to h, 0 plus 1 by 2 g into t square. Here h is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. This is the height. H is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square, or t square is equal to 2h divided by g. T is equal to root of 2h divided by g. T is equal to root of 2h divided by g. Here for the different heights, for the height A, that is TA is equal to root of 2a, h equal to a, 2a divided by g, and for time taken by the body to cover these distance, for the B, mass of MB, TB is equal to root of 2b divided by g. The ratio is, that is TA divided by TB. TA divided by TB is equal to root of A divided by B. Root of A divided by B. Therefore, TA divided by TB is equal to root of A divided by B. Option C is the right answer for this question. The next question is, a ball is thrown vertically upwards. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. If air resistance is taken, in account, then the acceleration of ball at the highest point of its motion. Now consider this is the earth surface. The ball is thrown from the surface of the earth. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ at this point. At the highest point, the velocity of that ball is 0. But air resistance, ball is thrown vertically upwards. If air resistance is taken in account, then the acceleration of the ball at this highest point, that is A equal to G of its motion. The net acceleration is G. Therefore, it is equal to G value. Option D is the right answer. Any body thrown upwards at the highest point, the final velocity of the body at the highest point is 0. The air resistance is 0 and the net acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity. The answer option 4 is the right answer. Then the question number 84. An object is vertically thrown upwards. Then the displacement time graph for the motion. An object is vertically thrown upwards. Then the displacement time graph for the motion. When the particle is thrown up with the initial velocity u, the displacement at any time is t. When it's thrown upwards, you get the answer s equal to ut minus, because a equal to minus g, 1 by 2 g into t square. Here the graph should be parabolic downward. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಈ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಬಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಥ್ರೋನ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್. An object is vertically thrown upwards, then the displacement of time graph for this motion. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ parabolic path. The option B is the right answer for this question. And the question number 85. A man throws a ball vertically upward and it rises through 20 meter. A man throws a ball vertically upward and it rises through 20 meter and returns to his hands. ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಪ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀಟರ್ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತದು? 20 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ದ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಯು ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಏರ್. ಅದು ಏರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ a man throws a ball vertically upward and it rises through a 20 meter. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀಟರ್ ರೈಸ್ ಆಯ್ತದು? 20 meter and returns to his hands. Initial velocity is u of the ball and for how much time t remained in air respectively. We know the formula. Actual formula is v square is equal to u square plus 2g into h. A equal to g, s equal to h. The final velocity is 0, that is 0 is equal to u square plus 2gh, or u is equal to root of 2gh. Here for h equal to 20 meter, u equal to root of 2 into 10 into 20. Therefore u equal to 2 into 10 is 200, 200 into 20 is 400, root of 400 is 20 meter per second. The initial velocity of the ball is 20 meter per second. And how much time it remained in the air resistance, that is the time of flight. T is equal to 2u divided by g. Therefore T is equal to 2 into u is 20 divided by g value is 10. T equal to 20 into 2 is 400 divided by 10. 400 divided by 10. We get the answer 4 seconds. Is 4 seconds. 2 into 20 that is 40. 2 into 20 that is 40. 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4 second. Option here. Option D is the right answer. Then the question number 86. The question number 86. A packet is dropped from a flight ascending with a velocity at a height of 10 km. If the packet takes 100 seconds to reach the ground, then the velocity of the flight, that is take the acceleration due to gravity value, is 10 meter per second square. The packet is dropped. Here this is the packet, and this packet is dropped from the certain height. This is the surface of the earth, and this packet is dropped from the certain height with the velocity. The height value is h equal to 10 km. The packet is dropped from this flight ascending with the velocity of at a height 10 km. It takes 100 seconds, that is t is equal to 100 seconds to reach this ground. The velocity of the flight, final velocity of the flight value is going to be calculated, and the acceleration due to gravity value is g equal to 10 meter per second square. G equal to 10 meter per second square. This is the 86th problem. The question number 86. Here g equal to 10 meter per second square. From using that equation, when the packet is dropped from the certain height h equal to 10 km, t equal to 100 second, 10 km, convert it into meter, then we get 10,000 meter. 1 km is equal to 1000 meter. 10 km is equal to 10,000 meter. G equal to 10 meter per second square. We know that the formula V is equal to packet is dropped from the flight in ascending with the velocity of, ascending with the velocity means that is V equal to minus U plus G into T. If the packet takes 100 seconds to reach the ground, then the velocity of this flight, from using this equation, T is equal to U plus V divided by G, or V is equal to root of, V is equal to root of 2gh, it is the initial velocity U, plus U square, or T is equal to U plus root of U square plus 2gh divided by G. When you substitute all these values in this equation, finally you get the answer U is equal to 400 meter per second. Try to solve yourself using this value. The correct answer is option D. Option D is the right answer. And the next question number 87. A body is dropped or the projected. A body is projected vertically upwards. The body is projected vertically upwards. The time corresponding to height h. The time corresponding to height h. While ascending and descending are T1 and T2, the velocity of the projection is. The velocity of the projection is. Here, when this body is projected vertically upwards, and the time corresponding to the height h with ascending and descending with respect to time or T1 and T2, then the velocity of the projection is, the velocity for that projection is, that is acceleration due to gravity g into T1 plus T2 divided by 2. This is the velocity of the body. Then the velocity of the projection. The velocity of the projection is V is equal to G into T1 plus T2 divided by 2. Option D is the right answer. And the next question is, a ball is dropped downwards. A ball is dropped downwards after 1 second. Another ball is dropped downwards from the same point. What is the distance between them after 3 seconds? What is the distance between them after 3 seconds? Here, A equal to G, acceleration equal to acceleration due to gravity, A equal to G. From using the third kinematic equation, S equal to ut plus half at square. S equal to ut plus half at square, A equal to G. For a first body, U1 is equal to 0. Therefore, S1 equal to 1 by 2 into A equal to Z, and the time is, that is 3 seconds. Time is 3 seconds. right? 3 whole square, we get S1 equal to 1 by 2 into G. 1 by 2 into G into 3 square value is 9. A ball is dropped downwards. After 1 second, another ball is dropped downwards from the same point. ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 3 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್? 3 plus 1 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ. For a second body, u2 is equal to 0. For the second body, u2 is equal to 0. Therefore, s2 is equal to 1 by 2 into g into 1 by 2 g into 4 square. 1 by 2 g into 4 square value is s2 equal to 1 by 2 into g into 4 square value is, that is 16. 4 square value is 16. Therefore, the difference between after the 3 second, that is S1 minus S2. S1 minus S2. Here, we get the answer 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9 is 7. 16 minus 9 is 7. Here, the options are wrong. A equal to 25 meter, B equal to 20 meter, C equal to 50 meter and D equal to 9.8 meter. Wait, here S1 is equal to, suppose if I put G equal to 10, 10 into 9, 90, 90 into 1 by 2 is, that is 45, and S2 equal to 1 by 2 into G, G is 10, 10 into 1 by 2 is 5, 5 into 16, that is 80, 16 into 5 is 80, and 80 minus 45. 80 minus 45, that 35 is the accurate answer. 35 is the accurate answer. 35 meter. This is the answer for this question. The given options are wrong. So write down this value, the 35 meter. And the next question is, a balloon is rising vertically up with a velocity of 29 meter per second. A stone is dropped from it and it reaches the ground in 10 seconds. The height of the balloon when the stone was dropped from it, the acceleration due to gravity g equal to 9.8 meter per second square. A balloon is rising vertically. Now consider, this is the balloon. This balloon is rising vertically with the velocity of u equal to 29 meter per second. And a stone is dropped from it. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. The stone is dropped from it and it reaches the ground in 10 seconds. Time t is equal to 10 seconds. 10 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಟೋನು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಲೂನ್ when the stone was dropped from it. ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಲೂನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. h equal to the acceleration due to gravity value, that is g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Here the initial velocity u is equal to minus 29 meter per second, because the rising vertically up, it moves against the gravity. U equal to minus 29 meter per second, and when the time t is equal to 10 seconds. Time t is equal to 10 seconds, but the height h is equal to, it is in the formula of ut plus half it square. U is minus 29 into 10 second plus half it square, 1 by 2 into g value is 9.8 into t square value is time is t square, 10 into 10 is 100. Therefore h is equal to minus 29 into 10 minus 290 plus 100 into 9.8, that is 980. 980 into 1 by 2, 490 minus 290 plus 490, the height h is equal to 200 meter. Height h is equal to 200 meter. Option B is the right answer. And the next question is, two bodies, A of mass 1 kg and B of mass 3 kg are dropped from the heights 16 meter and 25 meter respectively. The ratio of the time taken by them to reach the ground is, two bodies. Here these are the two bodies. This is the body A, it has a mass m1 is equal to 1 kg, and body B, it has a mass m2 is equal to 3 kg are dropped from the same height. ಎರಡನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ height ಇಂದ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Height of h is equal to 16 meter and h is equal to 25 meter respectively. The ratio of time taken by them to reach the ground is, the ratio of time taken by them to reach the ground is, for the first body, here for the first body, here for the first body, that is S1 is equal to 1 by 2 g into t1 square and S2 is equal to 1 by 2 g into gt square. Substitute the values. Here S1 is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square, S2 is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. S1 equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. S1 is distance, ಎಷ್ಟು height travel ಮಾಡ್ತದು 16 meter for the first body. 16 meter is equal to 1 by 2 into g value is, that is 9.8, right, into t square, or this is t1 square. For this S2 value is 25 meter. 25 equal to 1 by 2 into g into t2 square, right? Dividing these two equations, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Dividing equation 1 divided by 2. Equation 1 divided by 2, that is 16 divided by 25. 16 divided by 25, 1 by 2z, 1 by 2z or cancel. We get t1 square divided by t2 square, or t1 divided by t2 is equal to, t1 divided by t2 is equal to 4 divided by 5. 4 into 4 is 16, 5 into 5 is 25. We get t1 by t2 is 4 divided by 5, or we can write as 4:5. Option C is the right answer for this question. And the question number 91. A particle when thrown, it moves such that it passes from same height at 2 and 10 seconds. At 2 and 10 seconds, then its height h is. Any particle is thrown upwards. Any particle is thrown upwards. It moves vertically upwards and it passes from the same height at 2 and 10 seconds. Okay. Now we consider this is the surface of the earth. Initially, the time t equal to 0, initial velocity is 0. It is thrown upwards. When this body is thrown upwards, here this is the point 2 second, and it reaches the another point, it come back to vertically downwards. This is the point C. This is the point C. Particle when thrown up, it moves and it passes through the same height at 2 and 10 seconds ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು. 2 and 10 seconds. 2 and 10 second ಎರಡೂದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 0 ಇದು 2 second ಇದೆ and it reaches the point B. This is the 4. 4 plus 2 is 6 second and 6 plus 4 is 10 second. 10 second ಗೆ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Just imagine this concept. At the 4 second is the point A, this is the point B and this is the point C. As the time taken from D to A is 2 seconds and D to A to B and B to C is, that is 10 seconds, and ball goes from B to C. Initial velocity U equal to 0 and T is equal to 4 seconds. Therefore, velocity for the point C is, that is 0 plus 4 into Z. 0 plus 4 into Z. And from C to D, that is S equal to ut plus half G into T square. Substitute the values here. S equal to ut is equal to initial velocity, that is 4G. 4G plus 1 by 2 G into, at the 2 second 2 square value is 4. Therefore, S equal to here 4 into 1 by 2 value is 2. 4 plus 2. Final answer is 10G. S equal to 4G plus 1 by 2G into G. 1 by 2G into D, that is 4G plus 2G, and then S equal to 4G plus 2G is 4 plus 2 is 6. S equal to 6G. S equal to 60. This is the question number 91. The exact answer is sorry, ut plus half it square. Substitute the another two values here. 4g into 2. The final answer is 10z. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 plus 2. 8z plus 2 is 10z. Okay. The option E, 10z, it is the right answer. Then the question number 92. A man throws a balls with the same speed vertically upwards, one after the other, at an interval of 2 seconds. What should be the speed of the throw so that more than 2 balls are in the sky at the same time? Here, height attained by the ball in 2 seconds. Height attained by the ball in 2 seconds equal to initial velocity u equal to 0, that is 1 by 2. G value is 9.8 into t square, that is 2 square. Therefore, 2 square value is 4. 1 by 2 into 9.8 into 4. 9.8 into 2 is 9 plus 9 is 18 and 0.8 and 19.6, right? 19.6 plus 19.6, 40.2 divided by 1 by 2. We get the final answer is 19.6 meter. 19.6 meter, and it moves with the speed of 19.6 meter. Therefore, for this question, and the time interval of throwing balls, it is remains same, so that for the 2 balls remaining in the air, the time of ascent or time of descent must be greater than the 2 seconds. This is achieved by the only at a speed more than 19.6 meter. More than 19.6 meter. Option B is the right answer. Then the question number 93. 3 particles A, B and C are thrown from the top of the tower with the same speed. A is thrown up, B is thrown down and C is horizontal. 3 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅದವು. ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾರಿಜೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, 3 ಬಾಲ್ ಅದಾವ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾರಿಜೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ದೇ ಹಿಟ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ಸ್. ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ವಿ ಎ, ವಿ ಬಿ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಸಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಹೌದಾ? 3ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 3ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then the velocity of the body A is equal to velocity of the body B is equal to velocity of the body C. 3 particles A, B and C are thrown from the top of a tower with the same speed. 3 ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. Then which of the following is correct? Option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Okay, I will stop here, and from question number 94 to question number 100 try to solve yourself, and after the completion of this topic I will send the solutions for that question number 94 to question number 100. And in the next class directly I move to the next concept, that is relative motion and the past competitive multiple choice questions. Okay, thank you.